Well, farmers in central Iowa say they're continuously monitoring and working to limit the amount of nitrogen used on their lands that can lead to nitrate levels in waterways.
Kayla James with our coverage partner KCCI in Des Moines visited a farm in Story County that's been recognized for their efforts.
There's never been more awareness about the need to do more conservation work and the types of practices that might work on a farm.
Iowa Secretary of Agriculture Mike Naig highlighting the continuous and growing conservation work done by many across the state.
I do believe farmers in general are the best conservationists,
including Zachary Ziffer and the team at Maxwell Farms in Story County, owned and run by two brothers who were named the 2024 Iowa Conservation Farmers of the Year.
We have some land going into a wetlands project. We do 60-inch corn, and then in that gap, that 53-inch gap, we plant cover crops when the corn's less than knee-high,
which can minimize nitrate leaching. The team at Maxwell Farms, also known as Maxwell United, performs a lot of conservation practices. On-farm composting from the cattle, no-till and strip-till methods, and more. While some officials have said agricultural runoff is mostly to blame for nitrate levels in central Iowa waterways, Ziffer says there's more at play.
It is heat, it is rain, it is soil microbes to make nitrogen available to the plant, but that also means nitrogen can leach.
But nitrogen, Ziffer says, is crucial for crops.
It is a huge dependent on anything that's a grass, needs nitrogen to grow.
But with that in mind, Ziffer says he wants people to know farmers are and have been doing everything they can to control their use.
We're not out here just excessively applying nitrogen. We're applying nitrogen in split applications to maximize the ultimate value of the dollar that we have invested into this crop.
And Ziffer says farmers utilize places like Iowa State and the Iowa Nitrogen Initiative to help continuing understanding what the soil needs.
We know how many pounds of nitrogen is in a gallon of 32%. We use great products that help stabilize that nitrogen in the soil and keep it in suspension, reduce leaching.
Ziffer says he knows Maxwell Farms isn't the only farm using conservation practices.
I would even go to say 95 to even 99% of farmers are doing everything they can to minimize it. We manage our waterways as best we can.
And they use advancing technology when they can.
The technology in sprayers, we have Seed Spray now that reduces the amount of chemicals we put on the field, but the cost that we have to pay to use that technology, right? But that's because the cost of goods is going up, the cost of steel goes up, the cost of electronics go up. These things we have to pay for, right?
Farmers do the research and they implement practices of their own to share with others.
I was just in Indiana with a guy by the name of Jason Mock who's been studying how to grow soybeans and wheat together, and what that does is the wheat actually increases the percolation of the soil but nutrient uptake, so it gets this really clean water down. We are conservationists at heart, and we are always trying to be lean and effective at everything we do.
In Story County, Kayla James, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.